Yes. As I mentioned earlier, Mel Brooks was one of our first guests from our first show. The other guests that particular night were Joan Crawford, Groucho Marx, and Rudy Valley, along with Tony, who will be out shortly. Then I think Mel had, the album, The 2,000-Year-Old Man, had not been out too long. Anyway, Mel Brooks has gone on to bigger things as a writer, producer, star, kumquat, ashtray, shoehorn, many things. Would you welcome Mr. Mel Brooks? Well, here we are.
Wow.
Just like yesterday.
I was the last guest.
Were you?
On that show, and I'm the first guest on it. I've moved forward. I've moved ahead.
5 spots up the couch.
Yes.
Do you remember the first show of at all? Some of it's just kind of a haze to me.
I remember
Groucho, you know, did the first 15 minutes that night.
Yes. I remember Joan Crawford came on with a wire hanger. I don't know why. But anyway, no. It was a... I'm only kidding.
Of course you are. That's what you get paid for.
Yeah. Gee, this is really, it's very touching. It's very moving. It's very emotional. A week from now, somebody's going to be saying, "Where's Johnny?"
Anyways, give me those pictures. I'm going to show you this. Somebody dug these out today. I want to show you first. I'm going to show them to the audience. These are from the actual first show. Black and white pictures. All the Kinneys and the tapes of those early shows are gone, like the first 10 years. But yeah, that's true. The tapes are all gone. But here you are sitting at the desk with Joan Crawford. Look at the monitor. You can see it better. There is a younger Mel Brooks and a younger Johnny Carson and a live Joan Crawford. No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it that way. Oh, hey, folks. Hey, I had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry. I don't know what you were doing here. What the hell were you doing here?
I was probably doing my impression of Tony Bennett, who came on after me.
From the first show.
Look at our hair, got all white. What happened to us?
I don't know. What happened?
I don't know. I had a Danish and a cup of coffee, and I'm suddenly 65. What the hell happened to me?
Dorian Gray, right? The king lives. Why didn't you wait for me? Why didn't you wait for the king is dead? Long live the king.
I'm sorry. I think I got Ed's drink. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Hey, I was talking about a 2,000-year-old man.
The king lives. How did that used to go? Remember?
What do you mean? You were just taking a drink.
Yes.
And they say,
yes.
The king is dead. Long live the king. The king lives. The king lives. That was
The king is still alive.
That's
the king
right.
Is still alive.
That's
Not
right.
yet. Oh, those were the good old days. I just had to get it straight. It straight.
Okay. 2,000-year-old man. You ever do that anymore?
Yeah, at parties and things. By the way, Rhino Records loves it so much, they're going to reissue those things on CDs.
I remember going to parties when you and Carl... I remember the live parties when you and Carl would sit around, and he would just start throwing anything like, what did you do for recreation when you were 2,000 years old?
I said golf. We played golf.
Played golf 2,000 years ago?
Many thousands of years ago was the matrix, the beginning of golf.
I didn't know that.
It started very naturally. A skunk would come by the mouth of your cave. You'd take a stick, you'd say, "Get the hell out of here." It would travel and what?
That's right.
You know? Go by somebody else. He'd say, "Get the hell out of here."
So there were no golf balls,
When it fell
of
in
course.
a hole, then everybody was happy.
That's
that
right.
was golf.
I see. It started that way.
Sure, that's how it started. I just made that up.
Did you have any children?
I had over 42,000
42,000 children?
Yes. And not one comes to visit me.
See, you do remember.
I do remember.
Oh, man. Where'd you grow up? New York?
I grew up in New York. I grew up in Williamsburg. Williamsburg is actually a section of Brooklyn, just where the Williamsburg Bridge enters Brooklyn. It's the only thing that's not afraid to enter Brooklyn. Anyway.
Was it a tough neighborhood?
Yeah, it was very tough. It was very tough. As a matter of fact, it was so tough. We used to go to the Woolworths to steal. Naturally, nobody had money.
Yeah.
You know? So we go to the Woolworths, and there was this guy, a little Filipino guy that was demonstrating yo-yos. And he'd say, now we going to walk the dog. and he'd do it, and he'd walk the yo-yo. And he'd come and he'd say, now we're walking the dog back. Huh? And he'd walk the dog. While he was walking the dog, we were stealing yo-yos. We were very busy. One day, unbeknownst to me, but knownst to the manager of the store, I copped a little toy pistol, this big little thing, and I put it in here. I started to go out the door, and he said, hey! And I pulled out the gun. I said, get back, I'll blow your head off! And he jumped back, and I ran away. I still got the gun.
You know, I actually stole something from Woolworths also when I was a kid. Most embarrassing, it was a little ring, you know, like I want to, and I put it, and the manager came over and said, would you give me the ring? I said, I didn't take anything. He says, let's go to your father's office. I live in a small town. He started to walk me over, and I did the first known case of plea bargaining, I think. I said, I gave it to him at Pride, and he says, all right, but isn't that awful?
Oh, it's awful. I snuck into a movie house with my friend Benji, and they said to us, look, do you want a beating, or should we tell your mother? I said, tell my mother. Benji said, I'll take the beating. He was a fool, you know?
Did you, you used to work in the Catskills?
Oh, yeah, the mountains.
Upstate New York, the mountains.
The Borscht Belt.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
A lot of the great comedians, comics started there.
It was a great phenomenon. I was a drummer.
I know.
On Saturday afternoons, Buddy Rich took an hour out of his life and would
sit down and
teach me how to play. And it happened because Mickey Rich was his brother, the alto, wonderful alto sax player. And Mickey was a friend of mine. I went to Lincoln High School, and I went back to the house, and there was this drum set, and I went boom, boom, boom. And at the door, I heard stinks. I turned around, there was Buddy. He said, but I want you here at 11 o'clock every time. He taught me for about 6 or 7 months. He took an hour out of his Saturdays, you know, when he wasn't on the road. He was the greatest guy.
Trouble with Buddy teaching, he never read music, and he would just say, "Here's the way you do. How do you do that? Well, you do it this way."
Right. He'd show you.
He couldn't tell you.
And then when he saw Blazing Saddles, I finally made it. You know, I made this remarkable hit, Blazing Saddles. It was a big hit. And I ran into Buddy at a favorite Italian restaurant we used to go to in New York, Patsy's.
Right.
And he came up to me with tears in his eyes, and he said, gee, it's such a big hit, and you could have been a good drummer, Mel.
That killed him, huh?
And he meant it. He meant
Great.
it. But yeah.
Do we have to leave for a second? Oh, we'll interrupt for this. Well, we're coming back. So here we are, folks. Okay, we are back. Now, all right, I want you to tell. Now, you've told me. I know you've told us.
I love doing this show. I don't do it often, especially when I have nothing to sell.
Of course.
It's terrible. But you always, in the 40 years that I know you, you always listened. The other show hosts, whether it was Merv or Les, I mean, they never looked at you. They never listened. They were always very busy with, get the cotton candy later for them, you know? They were always talking to somebody off camera. You always were a mensch, a gentleman.
Well, thank you.
I mean, really.
If I don't listen to you, I don't know what we're talking about. You got to listen. Anyway, thank you. I know you've told the story before, the Cary Grant story.
I did that on the last show.
Who cares? Tell the Cary Grant story.
All right, but you know it. All right, folks, when I left the Sid Caesar show, well, not actually left, I was kind of fired, but sort of fired, anyway. I came out to Hollywood to write a movie. I was at Universal Studios, working with a guy called Marvin Schwartz. I trusted him. Anyway, across the street, I saw, there was another bungalow. We were working in a bungalow, and on the top of the bungalow it said Grant Art. I said, what does that mean? What the hell is Grant Art? He said, well, that's Cary Grant's company. Grant Art. I said, well, does Cary Grant ever come to that bungalow? He said, yeah, sure. I said, sure. You're kidding. He said, no, he'll be here in about 10 minutes. He comes every day for lunch. He'll be here about 10 to 12. He shows up. It's about 11:45. He'll be here. I said, Cary Grant, I'm going to see him in person. Yes, Cary Grant will be here. So I waited by the drapes. And sure enough, a guy in a double-breasted suit with a little yellow boutonniere walks down. He leaves this guy, jumps up the steps 2 at a time, bounds through the door. I said, it looked like Cary Grant. He said it was Cary Grant. I said, holy mackerel, Cary Grant. He's about 60 yards away from me. Cary Grant. I grew up in Brooklyn. Cary Grant. Oh, my God, I think I'm going to faint. He said, hey, we see him every day. I said, but I don't. My, Cary Grant. Cary Grant. So anyway, I waited. He said, he'll be coming out to lunch soon. I said, he's coming out to lunch soon. We're going to see him. See, there, about 10 minutes later, he bounced down the steps. I said, oh, my God, it's Cary Grant. It's Cary Grant. So he said, come on, let's go to lunch. So we walk down a path, and I somehow take another road, and I hear behind me, Mel Brooks, Mel Brooks. I turn around, it's Cary Grant. I bought every single one of your albums. You've made me poor, blah. I said, oh, my God, he's talking to me. Cary Grant is actually talking to me. I said, Marvin, what should I do? He said, talk back to him. But all right. I said, hello, Cary Grant. I called him by one name, Cary Grant.
Cary Grant.
I figured that was his name.
Cary Grant.
I didn't know him well enough to call him Mr. Grant or Cary. I called him Cary Grant. I said, hiya, Cary Grant. You look good, Cary Grant. Are you really Cary Grant? And he said, come on, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going into the lunchroom there. He said, oh, the commissary, yeah, come with me, Bart, I'll buy you lunch. Oh, my God, Cary Grant is going to buy me lunch. Oh, so I went in, and I sat next to him, and he had a hard-boiled egg. That's all he had. I don't know why. And I had a tuna fish sandwiches on whole wheat with a slice of tomato. No mayo, hold the mayo. And I ate the sandwich, and then we left together, and he said, walking down the path, he said, what's your favorite color? I said, blue. He said, yellow. I said, yellow is yours, blue is mine. What's your favorite car? I said, a Buick. He said, a Rolls Royce. I said, that's nice. And we talked like that, you know. Me saying Buick, he saying Rolls Royce. It was a very interesting conversation. He went to Grand Art, I went to Schwartz. I thought that was it. The next day, about 11:45, we get a call. Is Mel Brooks there? Yes. It's Cary Grant. Would you like to go to lunch? Sure, Cary. All right. Holy mackerel, Cary Grant. All right, I comb my hair. I brush my teeth with my finger. Very nervous. Cary Grant, we go in again. He has a hard-boiled egg. All right, I don't say nothing. I have a corned beef sandwich with mustard on rye. Okay, one of the few out there that ate it that way. The rest had it with mayonnaise on white.
I'm here. Yeah. 1 minute.
So he says, what do you like to play? I said, well, I like to play football. I like to play baseball. He said, well, I like to play party games. Oh, that's interesting. Like Ghost. What is Ghost? You dress up? No, G, you get a G. H, you get an H, Ghost. Oh, fine. And we talked. Okay, interesting. He goes to Grand Art, I go to Schwartz, I'm back home. The next day at 11:45, ring, it's Cary. All right, I meet him outside. We go on a lunch together. Me and Cary Grant, Mel Brooks and Cary Grant, we're holding hands. We don't know what to do for each other. We don't know what to say to each other. Anyway, let me tell you the punchline. Comes Friday, the phone rings, it's Cary Grant. I said, I'm not in.
Enough already.
We didn't know what to say. I had nothing more to say to him. I said my favorite color. I said my favorite car.
I'm not in.
I mean, there was nothing more to talk about.
We'll be back.
We've exhausted our conversation.
All right, my first guest tonight, folks. My first guest tonight was called the Shirley Temple of Czechoslovakia because of her, that's true, because of her success there as a child star. Now, I understand when President Reagan visited Chicago in June, she performed for the president, and the local media in Chicago was so taken by her that they started an actual campaign to get her booked on The Tonight Show. We actually got this tape you're going to see from PM Magazine, and this was part of the effort. We'll show you this. Watch the monitors here.
People say, Vlasta, you can get any higher than that, than playing for President of the United States. And I said, yes, but there's higher thing. I said, you know what's my dream is? I gotta get, and that's my wish, on Johnny Carson.
Here it is, the one, the only, Johnny Carson polka. Let's welcome Vlasta.
Come on, folks, and hear me out what I have to say.
Chicago radio's Jeff and Jer have made Tuesday Vlasta Aid Day on their WFYR-FM morning show. The phones jam up with callers who pledge signatures on petitions to send to The Tonight Show.
We will never give up. If this takes 10 years, we are going to get this woman on The Tonight Show somehow or another.
She's just so genuine. You really want to pull for her. You really want to see her on there. And it'll really be a victory for everybody. So the response has been incredible.
Well, folks, I'm here to tell you. Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, that Vlasta Aid paid off. Would you welcome, please, the international queen of polka, Vlasta. Show business. Okay, come on over, Vlasta. Okay, that's Vlasta, folks. Unplug the amplifier there. Okay, a little getting disengaged. How are you? How are you? How are you doing?
Johnny.
Yeah, sit down here. How are you? Okay. Ed will help you remove your accordion. Is our official accordion remover here? Well, how are you?
Oh, Johnny, you're so great.
Now, come on now. I don't want people to think I booked you for any, sexual reason. How are you? It's nice to have you here.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Can I have your drink or something?
It's a little coffee. Would you like some water?
Anything, just your coffee.
So you have a little coffee there? Did I pronounce your name right? Vlasta?
Vlasta.
No last name?
It's a Czechoslovakian name. She was a warrior.
Vlasta was a warrior?
Against the men.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, but you'd use no last name at all, huh?
I tell you why. I use it like Cher.
Okay.
Vlasta.
Who was also a warrior against men. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. If you just have joined us, this young lady is called Vlasta, just queen of the polka. International queen of the polka, right?
Yes,
Because
yes, Johnny.
you do come from Czechoslovakia, and you were telling me about this dress. 100 years old, did you say?
I want everybody to see it.
Good. All right. Very pretty.
It's a costume. It's my mother brought it from the museum of
Did she?
Czechoslovakia.
It's very lovely. Is there a king of polka?
Yes, Frankie Yankovic.
Frankie Yankovic, you're right.
Frankie Yankovic.
You know, when I worked at WOW in Omaha, Nebraska, I announced the polka parade at 6 o'clock in the morning. Did you know a guy playing polka called Whoopi John Wilfert?
I've heard of him too.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Right.
That one I remember.
Yes.
And his band will play.
What?
Whoopi John will fart and his band will play.
That's right. That's absolutely true. Now, look, I know you're from Czechoslovakia. Now, shame, but didn't the polka now originate in Poland? Or am I wrong?
Well, a lot of people think, you know, a polka means a Polish girl.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody looks in a dictionary, it is, that's the translation. But really, in a dictionary, if you look, the polka means a half step.
I see.
But it originated. Polka originated 1830, Johnny, in a little village. And the girl names were Annie, Anichka called.
Anichka.
Yes, and she was a pauper girl, and she started the polka steps. Later on, matter of fact, it went to Vienna, England, and every place. And people, the white, you know, the cream of the folks, they used to pay in silver money, and then it came to United States. But the Polish people are the greatest promoters of polka in the United States.
I think you're right there. Yeah, that's true.
Chicago, especially.
You still practice all the time?
Oh, Johnny, I practice about 5-6 hours a day.
5 or 6 hours a day?
Yes, I do. Because it's a great instrument, and especially to be performing. And thank you, Mr. Doc Severinsen, to let me be part of you, because if you appear with Doc Severinsen, you can be that bad.
That's right. You have to have certain... We set certain standards to play with Doc, and you...
He is one of the best. He's one of the best.
He is one of the best.
You know, Johnny, I come from the suburbs, from Berwyn.
You come from the suburbs where?
From Berwyn.
Berwyn.
Berwyn, that's right. So this is what the whole Chicago is watching tonight.
Yeah, well... now, you were called the Shirley Temple of Czechoslovakia.
Yes, because I look like Shirley Temple when I was 4 years old.
You still look a little like Shirley Temple. You've got that cute face.
Yeah, I used to tap dance and done about 20 movies.
Uh-huh.
And then we, what happened, we emigrated. We went to Germany, spent 4 years in a refugee camp. And we got lucky. I lost my dad in a war. And my mother brought me. Yes.
I think what they don't mean to laugh and be cruel.
It doesn't.
Because know what you said? You said we got lucky, and then you said the next thing was we lost our dad in the war.
That's right. We're lucky to emigrate to the United States.
They were not being unkind at all.
And we got lucky to.
When you say we, is your husband?
No, my mother and 2 little children.
You do have a husband, though, right?
Yes, and I got married when I was 16.
16?
Yes.
Does he listen to you practice?
Oh, Johnny, I tell you. See what happens? I come up with these tunes, and probably Mr. Doc Severinsen knows how this works. You get an idea, and doesn't matter it's afternoon or night. Sometimes I wake up at night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I come up with a tune, so I pick up accordion, I wake my husband up. I says, Johnny.
At 2 o'clock, you wake your husband and play the accordion? Is that true?
Doc, you told me I can call you Doc? See,
he's not
Mr.
a medical doctor. Did he tell you he was a... Did he try that routine about being a medical doctor?
No.
Okay.
No.
We've had some problems here in the studio.
So he must understand, too. You know, tunes come to you. That doesn't mean, 6 o'clock evening, are you going to write? No, it comes at night. So I wake up my husband. I says, honey, can you listen to this tune? So he gets up and he's listening to the tune. Sometimes he comes from work, and you guys are terrible. You either come from work, you read the news, watch the football game or baseball game, nobody can talk to you. So I wait when my husband takes a bath, and then I'll take my accordion, sit on the toilet, see John. Honest.
I'll tell you, any marriage that can survive a husband taking a bath and a wife sitting on a toilet seat with an accordion is a strong union.
And especially Johnny, when I work on your lyrics, that was my hardest one, because
Where did you compose that?
My husband, came. He's a second shift, and I wish he would have been here with me, but he has to work and support me, what I'm doing. But
I'm sure he'll hear from you.
He's an auto body man. Hi, Johnny.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I've done lyrics for you, Johnny,
yes.
the hottest polka in Chicago, everybody's playing it. I wrote the lyrics when I was taking a bath with my husband.
Did you have the accordion in there with you at the time?
No, because my husband's name is Johnny.
Ah.
And this is what it is, so I practice on him and try to on you.
I'm honored and flattered. Is this the number you're going to do for us, the next one?
So I would like to say, Johnny, I wrote this song especially for you. And I want to say thank you for Doc Severinsen to help me out, make a great arrangement.
Not anybody can work with Doc.
And he's the top #1, and his band. And Johnny, this is my honor to be on your show, and I want to thank you, Chicago, for putting me on Johnny Carson show.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What?
Johnny,
yes.
This song is especially the polka. And do you think you can come here because it's especially for you that I can show you a little bit steps to polka? Would you do that?
I really don't know how to polka.
I'll teach you. It's very easy. 1, 2, 3.
Next time. Yeah, we better do it another. If we do all this, we're not going to have time for Alan. So maybe we can just play it this time, and we'll dance at a time to be announced in your local paper. What, dear? Can you help? What do I do here?
Just put it over.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
All right.
Okay. And just, here.
Okay.
Just,
All right. All right. There you are. That's a very dangerous instrument. We've talked long enough. Okay. Get that thing cooking.
Come on, folks, and hear me out what I have to say. It's all about your host, Johnny Carson is his name. He's on each evening entertaining you. Yes, on Tonight Show, he made it polka too. Johnny, come on, dance with me. I'll teach you the polka. It's lots of fun, you'll see. Johnny, oh Johnny, it's just 1, 2, 3. You'll feel great all over if you do the polka with me. Yeah! The polka, it's lots of fun, you see. Johnny, oh Johnny, it's just 1, 2, 3. You'll feel great all over if
Okay, we are back. George Carlin's here tonight. George Carlin has had a tremendous influence on a lot of the newer comedians because he is unique in his style. And he appears in the recent movie Prince of Tides. And he just has his 8th HBO concert airs this month, and he's just nominated for an Emmy for his children's show on PBS called Shining Time Station. He's going to be performing in New Orleans this Saturday night. Welcome, Mr. George Carlin.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Good to see everybody. This is my last Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and this is my 105th Tonight Show. By no means, certainly not a record. A lot of people are up around 200, I understand, but 105 of them. And I always did a stand-up, didn't I, Johnny? Always did a stand-up. None of that, let's sit right down and, talk about my goat's operation or something. 6 minutes per monologue, a total of 10.5 hours, standing here or in New York in the same spot, and that's a lot of time. I could have had sex 3 or 4 times during that. But it is good to be here, and this is the first time doing the show without any pressure at all of hoping they'll invite me back. Commissary, can't say enough about the commissary. Went there again tonight, Johnny. The penguin, cacciatore. Sauteed bat groins I had. Very good, very good. And the diced loon. Also, you might be interested, Johnny, a wonderful new restaurant in the valley, Top of the Schmuck. Have you been there yet? Yes, well, it's a big 15-story statue of a schmuck, and the restaurant is in the Hat Band. You might want to drop in. Really a good place. You have to forgive me, I'm a little nervous tonight. I only started recently shaving my legs. And boy, that takes a lot of foam, doesn't it? And the aftershave, whoa. But I'm not feeling completely well. I was traveling in Pennsylvania recently, and I was beaten up. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania? I was beaten up by a buggy full of Amish people. I'm not expecting it. Anyway, working on a nice new investment of mine, a roach spray. It doesn't kill the roaches, but it fills them with self-doubt as to whether or not they're in the right house. You know you have a drinking problem when you get in a fist fight over the outcome of Jeopardy. I would like to announce tonight I am no longer saying have a nice day. I got finished with that years ago, but I don't believe you should put the responsibility on a person of having a complete nice day. I'm giving specific short-term well wishes now. I say things like have a satisfying mid-morning or a rewarding post-lunch. You know what I say at 5 o'clock? Have an interesting dusk. Figured out the security thing at our house. For years we had security problems. Put up a sign, pit bull on angel dust. Yeah. And nobody has come by except 2 guys on angel dust, actually. And as long as we're talking about signs, you know that sign, severe tire damage, do not back up? Well, when you're going through there forward, don't you worry a little anyway? Maybe they didn't get it right. Maybe a guy on drugs installed the spikes. Well, maybe you're on drugs. And you're hoping you're going forward. Say, am I backing up? Well, let me take a look at the spikes. Oh, can't see them. Better back up a little. Have you ever noticed that the Ku Klux Klan has never really produced any great composers? Just an observation. You know what kind of surgery you never hear about? Nose enhancement. See, many of these are not intended to be funny. Many of these, in honor of my last Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, are just observations. I'm hoping that they lower the drinking age. I just want to see a sign in a bar that says, You must be 11 and prove it. Some people think of the glass as half full. Some people think of the glass as half empty. I think of the glass as too big. If you fall asleep in a house where there is an adult woman present, when you wake up, you will have a blanket on you. You know those toilet seat covers that they have on the wall in the bathroom, public bathrooms? They come in packages of 250. Someone had to decide that. Another one of those interesting observations. You know you're in the wrong store when one of your personal checks is framed on the wall behind the clerk. Do you think it's more immoral to kill a 300-pound person or two 150-pound persons? Why must hailstones always be the size of something else? Names are very important. I think the Second World War would have been a lot easier if his name had been Slim Hitler. 3 observations in 1 monologue. You know what you never see, and I'll close with this. You never see a really romantic French ballad singer with a 12-pound cyst on his neck.
Love to see you work. I think Sparky or Biff Hitler would have done it.
Sparky Hitler, yeah.
See?
Yeah, I think you're right.
You just needed that.
Names are so important.
Sparky or Biff.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Stay where you are.
We'll be back.
Oh, Spunky, Sparky. We're back with George Carlin. Indeed we are, friends. Congratulations on that. That's nice. That's nice to get the Emmy for PBS on the kids' side.
It's a nomination, and I hope it happens. I'm up against Mr. Rogers, though.
Oh.
So we'll
Can
see.
you say, oh, I hope so?
I'll be practicing.
Yeah. When's the first time you did this show before I took it over, didn't you?
Yes.
You go back to the Parr days.
My first time on was with my partner, Jack Burns. Jack later got more fame with his other partner, Avery Schreiber.
You're right.
Burns and Schreiber. But got more fame. That's a strange phrase.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say notoriety because I don't like that word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Dreams come true. Dreams come true. Jack and I were still in radio in Fort Worth.
Right.
And we wanted to be nightclub comedians. And he was the nighttime newsman, and I was the disc jockey from 7 to midnight. And afterwards, we would go home, we would turn on the TV, watch the Jack Parr show, and then we would fantasize doing mock interviews as what we would say if we were on there. And this happened every night. And some of them got very funny, and I was just sitting there in our underwear, you know, watching TV, watching the Parr show, and 7 months later, we were on it, which is amazing. You know, I mean, we still stayed in radio 3 months past that. So 4 months after being in the business in 1960.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah, 1960, Jack and I were on. Arlene Francis was the substitute host that night. We didn't get on with Parr himself. Then I did it once in between Parr and you when they were testing, trying people.
Right.
Mort Saul was kind enough to bring me on. And my first time with you was 1967, and I've done, like I say, 105.
A long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Something was in my mind when you were saying that, and it just left me. Does that ever happen to you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that where you got the idea of working in the radio station, or the first bit you did about the wild
Willie
disc jockey?
West, yeah, the wonderful wino. Wonderful wino.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I used to...
That's what I thought, radio days.
Yeah, that was that first sort of incarnation of mine during the 60 through 70, right, when I did a lot of media stuff, Al Sleet, the Hippy Dippy Weatherman, and all those.
But you progressed. You've always changed and focused in on what's happening and kept ahead of the game.
Well, I've always just kind of listened to myself,
yeah,
and seen what's next, you know, and if I feel something, I really feel strongly, I do it.
Yeah. You got into new investments at all or anything going that you?
Daytime fireworks. Not a big payoff.
Didn't work out, huh?
No. My biggest concern is the family right now. You know, I've talked to you about my son, D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, yes.
Yeah.
Unusual name for a boy.
Yeah, well, he's only one of them. There was, of course, Silas, Cheech, Akbar, T-Bone, Winslow, Satan, Night Train, Gargantua, Tonto, and Spud. And Dagwood, I didn't mention Dagwood. Dagwood's having trouble. Dagwood's been arrested again. He's in trouble. Yeah, girl giving a virgin a hot foot. Which I never heard.
I never heard of that.
And doing the
it's
wave.
It's a little-known crime, isn't it?
Pardon me?
Little-known crime.
It is. It's a misdemeanor. Thank goodness. Doing the wave in church is. Yeah. But he's been in trouble before, you know, staging illegal cow fights.
Illegal cow fights.
And selling improperly labeled yo-yos to a minor. But he had it tough when he
Troublesome
was a kid.
kid, yeah.
We were in a tough neighborhood. You've heard of Hell's Kitchen?
Yes.
Well, this was in the suburbs, a Hell's Breakfast Nook. Yeah, and he had a little dog and didn't want to call it Spot. You know what he called it?
No.
Stain.
Stain. I've got to cut away.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Not that I want you to stop, but we'll be right back.
Okay. My next guest is a very talented actor who you remember from the Rocky pictures as Apollo Creed. He's starring in a new movie called Action Jackson. I can't even say Action Jackson. I have to say Action Jackson, like it's in the air. Please welcome Carl Weathers. Good to see you.
Wow! Hey! Ho! My goodness! Good to see you.
Nice to see you. You're one of my favorites. I always enjoy your work.
Works two ways. I can't believe how you keep going and going and going.
That's my Action Jackson schedule. Yeah.
You Action Jackson, I'm all right.
Action Jackson. You have to say it like
You're
that.
Great, man.
Well, thank you. Now you're doing some comedy on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah, yes. I did this show, which was absolutely and totally bizarre, and I began to appreciate more and more and more how people who do comedy work.
Well, see, I didn't even know you could sing.
A lot of people didn't. I'm still trying to find out if, in fact, I can sing. I got, you do a monologue on that show, and the whole idea is you want to come out and you want to really enjoy the show. So I came up with this idea, this song I remember from way back when, and then I went traveling all around the country after I did the show, and everywhere I went, people were saying, well, that song you did, where'd that song come from? You got to do this song. And I wound up doing this song, like, everywhere. Suddenly, this song has become, like, I don't know, America's song. It's bizarre, but it's like being a kid.
And you did some impressions, too.
Yeah.
Did a Jesse Jackson impression?
Yeah, I did on the show. I love it. He laughs at me. I did Jesse Jackson. Well, it worked. I don't know. It just worked.
Yeah, but you see, if people don't laugh, you're much bigger. You can down there and just slap the audience around. People go, oh, we better laugh.
I have so much to live down. I mean, the last thing in the world I want to do is go out there and, I'm trying to entertain them.
No, that's good. Who else do you do?
Oh, well, I do the guys that I love. It's easier to do somebody who's identifiable and somebody who loves you. And people will say right away, well, who do you do? And I say, well, there's a good friend of mine, He's from Austria. And I say, Austria, my friend Arnold.
Oh, that's
Arnold and I, we walk around together all the time, Arnold and I,
Yeah. That's a good Arnold.
But Arnold. And then there's my other friend, because we do these movies together, and yeah, because I want to talk about this friend
like
of mine.
Stallone with a severe cold, apparently.
What? This is what happens when you come out here, though. My voice is up like 8 octaves from where it normally is.
Well, let me ask you now. When you do a movie, I saw you. What was that movie? Predator. I saw you with. You had.
Yeah, that was the one.
You had Arnold, and you had Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
You guys. Is there a lot of macho kind of?
Well, it starts out really with just guys who know you got a lot of work to do. But if you get in with these guys, and first of all, I'm really not as physical in some ways as a lot of people would think. But when you're with these guys, you can't do, you can't help but doing any other thing. So we go and we're doing this show and doing Predator, and we're down the jungles of Mexico, and what is there? Arnold carries around about 80,000 pounds of weights with him, right? And he just takes over a portion of the hotel and sits the weights there. So I'm down there, and I'm with, like, Mr. Universe, Mr. Galaxy, Mr. Everything, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I go, this guy's got the biggest arms in the world now. I got to kind of beef up here. I got to pump up a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, you're a wimp.
So,
Good thing I wasn't there. I would have killed myself.
That's right. So Arnold's got the gym, and he's going down at like 4:30 to work out every day before we go shoot. And I figure if I can
4:30
sneak
in the morning?
In the morning, because we're up at 6 o'clock to go out and work out, right? So I decide I'm going to get up a little earlier. I go in at 4. Well, I find out later that Arnold starts going in at 3:30. I'm going, this is insane. This can't go on. So I figure, okay, I won't get up earlier, but I'll go down after, or go downstairs after we come back in the evening, and I'll go run the hill, which is 3.5 miles down and 3.5 miles back up. One day I'm running up the hill, and here comes Arnold, driving by, because he comes in later than me. The next day, Arnold is out running the hill.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are, these two guys are supposed to be actors, right? And it's this competition. Finally, it's like, come on, truce, Arnold.
What you should do is go out, stand by the hill, wait for him to drive by, and then go back to bed. See you later.
But you're smart. That's why you have this job.
Now, do you do a lot of your own stunts in these movies? Obviously, you're in pretty good shape, so do you...
I don't know what else to do. I mean, you know, that's once you do these movies and fans love what you do,
right.
It's like you have to go more and more and more and do more and more and more. So I find myself doing as much as I can. But there's so many great stuntmen around that, you know, when it gets really hairy and scary.
I mean, are you one of these guys? Because even I mean, I did a film and they weren't really stunts, but someone will say, Jay, walk through the door. Oh, we have a stunt guy to do that for you. And you feel like, I mean,
no, I know.
Do you feel silly not doing your own stunt?
Well, it depends on the stunt. I mean, I've done things that have been incredibly difficult and gotten through it. And I've seen other guys, stuntmen, do things that were not difficult at all. I saw a guy once, I was asked once to do a stunt, which was simple. Just run up and jump on a fire escape and climb up the side of this fire escape because it's hanging from a building. Right. Something told me, no, this is not right. Something about this is not right. Stuntman goes and does it. The thing falls off the side of the building. You know? So I go and do these things on top of a car with all these explosions. I come out unscathed. Mm-hmm. But sometimes the easiest things can appear to be very dangerous.
How about love scenes? You bring in a stunt guy for that?
Only when she has a runny nose. You know what I mean? That's terrible, I know, that's terrible.
Okay, and we'll be right back after this message.
Okay, my next guest, two guests actually, are probably the most enduring comedy team in show business. They're appearing at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas this April. Would you welcome the Smothers Brothers? Or the Smothers brother. Hello,
yeah, no,
Rick.
we're the Smothers brothers.
Dick, where is?
Wherever I am, Tommy is near.
Oh, and what's going on? What's the problem?
There's no problem.
Or did he get cold feet or what?
No, he's just waiting to come on. He has something special since you set up that sign. That was such a cute thing.
Okay.
And it's the last time that we're probably going to do the show with you. And the Tonight Show with Jack Parr started our career, and the very last part of his run, and then we've done your show all over the years, 30 years, and since this is the last time that we'll have time to do your show, Tommy wanted to give you a gift from his heart because he feels such a kinship to you, and comedic geniuses, and and all that kind of stuff.
All
and,
that.
He thinks you're very handsome too.
Well, isn't that nice?
Good-looking guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so he wants to give you a gift, but I have to have.
Ed has to carry it out, or what?
Ed, could you introduce my brother? He would deem it an honor, because of all these years you've done it with Johnny, it would make him feel, I gotta tell you what to do. Yeah, so just okay, is that all right?
Yeah, you ready?
All right, so he's here.
And now, here's Tommy!
It was so cold. 42 degrees.
Good Lord. Do I look as bad as Ed Sullivan? I mean... Well, you almost matched the jacket, too. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Johnny, and we've done, how many shows have we done? But 25,
At least.
25, 30 shows. And when you announced you were going to retire, which was 10 years ago, I started working on this, and I was hoping that you'd consider me, but I'm not. I like Jay Leno very much, but if you have any second thoughts, but if you can mention to Jay that on Tuesdays, I'm available.
Ready to come in. Gee, well, it was really, it was, John. Now I can't do anything. Now I can't.
You know, we wear the same size clothes. In fact, this is your jacket.
You got this.
And I'm fully, we've been married 3 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Unsuccessfully. And anyway.
You just figure you're ready for it,
Yeah,
huh?
but the best thing that's happened for Dick and I, not for Dick and I, but for me particularly, is an announcement that I'd like to share it this morning at 7 a.m. My wife had a baby boy. Thank you.
That's not true.
What?
What do you mean it's not true?
Wait a minute, Tommy, you just going for some love from the audience? What is this?
Are you?
It's not
Wait a
true,
minute.
Johnny.
You
It's not-
did that just to get applause?
He's not telling the truth. That's right. Now, why do you come out here? You start off at Johnny's last thing. You start off. You do a great job with Johnny, and then you say something that's not true to this audience. Why do you do that?
If you hadn't said anything, they would have bought it.
But that's lying, Tom. That's lying. Why are you lying to these people?
What?
Why are you lying to the people? Why are you lying? Look in the camera. Tell them, why are you lying?
National policy.
Would you stop this business? Would you stop this?
What? Nothing.
Now, I introduce you guys. Well, stop this business.
Where's the pencil?
Being together longer than any other comedy team. Longer than Dick and Dan, Rowan and Martin. Give me that pencil. Longer than Rowan and Martin, right? How long altogether you guys been together?
We're in our 34th year as a team.
That's a long run. How do you sustain it?
But see, most people don't grow up and say, I want to be part of a comedy team.
Yeah.
They use that as a means to an end, and we're being brothers. I think it's a natural, and we always approach the relationship as like a marriage, a real old marriage. A lot of fighting and no sex, and we think that's just, that's the reason it's worked out just fine.
Yeah. What's the best routine you've ever done?
A best routine we've ever done, we haven't done yet. But when
is that a fact?
Yeah. But we have a routine that it's not a routine because Dickie didn't know about it, but George Burns been on the show a lot of times, and George Burns, I'm a great fan. I talk to him about once a week on the phone just to see how the guy's doing. Great classic. Yeah. And he said to me when he knew we were going to do the Tonight Show with you, he said, why don't you do the famous What Kind of Dog bit is it? That was done, he said, back in the late 20s, early 30s. It ranks with Abbott and Costello's routine, Who's on First?
Yeah, what was it called?
It's called What Kind of Dog Is It? Done by a comedy team called, in the late 20s, called Benson and Hedges. It was a straight man and a regular guy.
Benson and Hedges was a comedy team?
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
No, you just said they were a comedy team. You said, George said Benson and Hedges.
I'm sorry, if I said Benson, I meant Black and Decker.
Black and Decker.
Black and Decker. Anyway, the routine goes like this, and I told George we'd do this. It's just it goes. Guess what? One guy says, guess what? My dog had pups, and the straight man in the team, Black and Decker, says, what kind of dog is it? And the other guy says, female.
Yeah. And then what's the other guy say?
There's a joke there somewhere.
No. Is that it? Tommy? That's not funny. John, that's not. That's an old joke. It's historically interesting, but it's not funny.
Yeah, but see, but we could, let's just do it. Let's
Well,
just,
you already gave the punchline. Even if we did do it, you can't do it now. They heard the joke. You can't tell the
It'll
punchline.
only take a minute. We'd like to do it because
I don't even know how it
Black
goes.
and Decker. George Burns told me this. Black and Decker, when George and Gracie worked on the stage, Black and Decker did it 3 times a night for the same audience.
Why?
They repeated it. Just that's the way they did it. And he said that Gracie had tears coming out of her eyes the second time they did it. The third time they did it, they were on the floor. Absolutely killed the audience.
Right.
You want to try it?
I don't even know it.
Can they do it when we?
Yes.
All right. Can we do it?
Sure.
Can we? Would you stop that? We'll be back in a moment. We're back to Tom and Dick's Mothers. Now, have you guys worked this out, this routine?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, wait a second. This is how it goes. This is what kind of dog is it?
Wait a minute.
No, what? Just work with me. Okay, I'm going to go up. I'm going to say to you, guess what? My dog had pups, and you say, what kind of dog is it? And then I do the punchline.
But it's not funny.
Let's work with it. Let's try it.
Go on. Go ahead. Come on, Dick. Go ahead. Give it a go.
Okay. I'm going to say hi, Dick. You say hi, Tom. And I say, guess what? My dog had pups. And then you say, what kind of dog is it? Okay?
I got it. I could say what kind of dog.
Okay, here we go. What kind of dog is it? Black and Decker's famous. What kind of dog is a routine done by the Smothers Brothers? Here we go. Here comes my brother walking down the street. Whoa! Hi, Dick.
Hi, Tom.
Guess what?
What street am I walking down?
What difference does it make?
You want me to walk down the street?
Okay.
I don't even know the
It doesn't
bit.
make any difference.
Give it a name.
Okay, Main Street. Main Street. We're walking down Main Street. Okay, here we go.
That's all I want to know.
Here comes my brother walking down Main Street. Whoa! Hi, Dick.
Oh, hi, Tom.
Guess what? My dog had pups.
Was it your Cocker Spaniel? Oh, was it?
No, it's not my Cocker Spaniel.
Then it wasn't your dog,
No, work
was it?
with me. Just say.
Whose dog was it?
No, it's my dog, but it's not my Cocker Spaniel.
Then how could...
Pretend I have a new dog.
Okay,
You're
so what do
pretending
you
you're-
want me to do?
All you say is, what kind of dog is it? That's it.
That's
okay.
it?
That's it. Now
Okay.
work with me.
All right.
Okay, here comes my brother walking down Main Street. Whoa, hi, Dick.
Oh, hi, Tom. What kind of dog is it?
You gotta
You
wait.
told me to ask
But you wait till I say my dog had pups.
I already know your dog has pups. You just told me.
We're starting over again. We're starting over again. We're starting over. When I say my dog had pups, then you say, what kind of dog is it? Now work with me.
After she has the pups.
When I say, I don't want you to analyze this, just when I say my dog had pups.
Well, I've never heard the bit before.
Shut up! Look at me. All you say is, what kind of dog is it? That's your part.
I did.
Just say it, wait till I say my dog had pups.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay.
Here comes my brother walking down Main Street.
Hi, Tom.
You don't. No, I say hi, Dick. You don't say hi, Tom, because you haven't seen me yet.
Well, I thought I was looking at you.
No, I'm not there yet. I say hi, Tom, then you say hi,
Well,
Dick.
where are you?
I'm not on Main Street, so how could you say hi, Tom?
Well, how do I know where you are?
I'm on Westchester. I see you way down there with your backs to me. You're on Main Street with your backs to me. So how could you say hi, Tom, if you don't see me?
Because I thought I saw
It wasn't me!
Well, it sure looked like
It wasn't me!
Well, whoever it was had your dog.
When it's starting to work, didn't it?
Come on. This is great. Hit him with the punchline. Come on, hit him with the punchline.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Do it now.
No.
Tom, you worked all the way to...
it's a perfect bit. It was this piece
What's
was
wrong with
suggested-
you?
Wait a second. It was suggested by George Burns, Black and Decker. It's a classic piece of material. You want to embroider
We
it?
got
You want to
laughs.
ad-lib across it? I don't
Well,
want to
how do you want me to do
Do
it?
it verbatim as I told you to do it.
Okay, you got it. Verbatim.
Here comes my brother walking down Main Street. Hi, Dick.
Hi, Tom.
How you doing?
Fine. Fine.
Oh, guess what?
What?
My dog, my dog had pups. My dog had pups.
What kind of dog is it? Female? Hey, it works both ways. Isn't that amazing? That George Burns really knows his stuff. I like that one. That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you. We got to do it. Let's start again. Let's do it from the top.
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
Anytime.
That's good. God. 34 years. Do you guys remember Wheeler and Woolsey?
Yeah.
That name ring a bell? They were a comedy team.
Don't remember.
In films, Wheeler and Woolsey.
Don't remember them.
Yeah. Well, you Olsen and Johnson?
Olsen and
Remember them?
Johnson, yeah.
What are some of the other cons? Gallagher and Sheen go way back? Ron
Cross
and
and
Martin?
Dunn, yeah.
What?
Wayne and Schuster.
Wayne and Schuster.
Oh, yes, of course.
They only appeared on the Sullivan Show. Here, Wayne from Canada, Wayne and Schuster. You know, never could tell which one was Wayne and which one was
Never
Schuster.
could tell. Never could tell.
Yeah. What?
There's a lot of noise over
What are you having, a spelling bee over there? You're doing, did you, now, do I do all that? Do we have to cut away? We have to cut away. We'll be right back.